成し遂げたい目標がないならば生きる意味などない。マーティン・ルーサー・キングの言葉です。気に入るかと思って。
いや、急に何？とりあえず人来るまでこの画面で待機しておこう。しかしデトロイトのこの画面見るの久しぶりな気が。
ボーナスメニューにアクセスします。
映像で何個あるんやろ、ムービー。1、2、11個か。じゃあ順番に見ていこう。配信経過時間が20分になったらやめます。2013日本で公開されたプレイステーション3用デモ。カーラ。
聞こえるかい？
はい。
ID を。
KPC897-504C。
頭を動かして。次は目を。
2013年の時点でもうかなりクオリティがすごいな。
頸部とレンズの動作は異常なし。初期起動メッセージを再生。
こんにちは。私は AX400 型アンドロイド。料理に洗濯、子育て、家事全般、予定管理をこなし、300以上の言語に精通し、夜の営みにも対応します。食事も充電もいりません。装備されたバッテリー持続時間は173年です。
173年。
私の名前は？
ああ、今日から君はカーラだ。
私はカーラ。
初期設定とメモリは異常なし。腕を動かして。関節機能 OK。 ドイツ語で喋って。
Ich bin eine AX400 Android dritter Generation, erschaffen als Ihr persönlicher Assistent und intimer Beziehungspartner.
フランス語で。
Je suis un Android de troisième génération AX400, conçu pour être votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
OK。 じゃあ日本語で歌ってみて。多言語発生機能も異常なし。じゃあ歩いてみて。
こういう感じでアンドロイド一体一体チェックして出荷していくんだな。
移動制御も正常。よし、全て問題なし。
これからどうなるの？
また初期化されて店で売られる。
売られる？私は一種の商品ってこと？
ああ、当然君は商品だよ。ほら、手も足もついている何でもできる万能コンピューターさ。しかも高級品。
そう、でもてっきり。
てっきりてっきりなんだ？
てっきり生きてるって。
おい、何なんだ、勘弁してくれよ。ばっかりだ。録音開始。不良品確認。解体して問題の部品をチェックする。
不良 良品ってどういうこと？
そんなこと考えるはずがないんだ。心があっちゃいけないんだよ。パーツの不良化はソフトウェアの問題だろ。
そんな、私不良品なんかじゃない。ねえ信じて、問題なんかないわ。質問にもちゃんと答えたでしょ。
ああ、でも行動に異常がある。
ねえお願いだから解体しないで。
悪いなカーラ、不良品は全て廃棄するルールなんだよ。後でクレームが来たりしたら困るのは俺だからな。
問題は起こさないからお願い。言われた通りにするし、何も言わないから考えることもやめる。まだ生まれたばっかりなの、殺さないで。やめてお願いだから。死にたくない。生きていたいの、お願い。
涙流してる。
ほら早く行って。騒ぎは起こすなよ。面倒はごめんだ。
ありがとう。
まったく。
はい。ジャパニーズボイスアナウンストレーラー。
デトロイト、ここから始まった鉄の街。全ての始まりであり終わりでもある場所。一つのエラーとともに私は生まれた。私は闇を飛び出し目を開けた。まず恐怖を感じ、光、雑音、寒さ、また恐怖。手が震えているのがわかる。胸で心臓が脈打ち、体に命がほとばしる。生きたかった。だから勝ち取った。
これわざわざムービー作り直したんかな。さっきの2013年のやつから。
私は知りたかった。太陽を見たかった。皮膚に感じる日の光。
ヘッドセットがずれる。
撫でる風。世界を見たかった。色や匂いを。だけど世界は想像と違った。そこは暗く冷たい。残酷で乱暴。
まあゲームじゃなくて映画だよこれ。
自分が無価値なものに思えるほどに物扱いすらされない従順な機械。でも私の中で感じるあの不思議な感覚。穏やかな声が私にささやく。私は生きていると。私は逃げた。それしかなかった。自由になって愛し希望を抱き生きるために、あの感覚の正体を確かめるために、世界を変えるか別の道を選ぶか、それは私が決めること。私はカーラ、彼らの仲間。これは私たちの物語。
デトロイト・ビカム・ヒューマンを演じて、
When David and Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit,
これ多
I
分
wasn't
メイキング
terribly
かな。
surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so intense. So it makes sense that they would choose to do that after the enthusiasm. It was a challenge, and it was just an interesting thing to get my head around how to approach this character now as a different, much older person, and whether or not she had changed. And I'm very happy to say that with Detroit, I've had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I ever expected.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the rat gone now? Alice! Alice!
I mean, she starts out essentially how she does in Kara, in a very, not robotic, but, you know, android, other way, and getting to take this journey where she becomes more and more human as it goes on. You know, and as an actor, that's a wonderful exploration in every way, whether it's how she sits, her posture, how her voice changes, how emotions change, and how much emotion is based on things like empathy and social experience. And so having, you know, as much material as I got with David to have this huge, nuanced arc was really incredible.
Why couldn't we just be happy?
This experience has been quite different than the experiences I've had shooting film or TV or doing theater work. I have 83 dots on my face and a really flattering black wetsuit type thing, and you're jumping around with props, and it's kind of like being a 10-year-old imaginative kid, which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit. So we just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot.
There's no change of sets, there's no hair and makeup, there's no wardrobe, so we move really fast, and we'll go through about 35 pages in a day. Working in TV or film, we'll probably do 6 pages a day. It's kind of acting boot camp.
It's like working out constantly. I mean, you're doing this thing, and then you got to do something that's completely other back to back. And so that kind of process of working is very challenging, but it's also very exciting because you just have to keep coming up with new ideas, and your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. Alright, I'm sorry. The fact that David Cage, he's telling like many stories interwoven from beginning to end is super complicated and super impressive, and I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just the writer or the director who's seeing this from the outside eye. He's also thinking about the player walking through this space. You know, only somebody who really, really loves not the work, but like these characters and these stories and cares about doing something meaningful would invest that much in it. And it's always inspiring to work with somebody who cares that much.
My experience with motion capture is this one. And I found it sort of terrifying in a way because they said the computer's going to build you. But then as we got into it, I realized all the elements of it were still artistic. I just dipped into a really brilliant setup here. I've never seen anything like it. And this won't turn me into a product because I was playing a character. So it's wonderful.
In the game, Detroit,
comes back because of a revolutionary industrial rebirth. And there's no reason why that can't happen in Detroit, because they have such tremendous infrastructure for millions and millions of people who can very easily support, you know, a new industry.
The city is really strong and resilient, but the city has also been through so much. You see the damage, but it takes that time of kind of rebuilding and reinvesting into the city that I think is happening slowly but surely.
The potential of Detroit as a city is something that this game does a lot of justice to, because it would be easy to look at Detroit as some place that used to be, and that's not the case.
This game provokes a lot of conversation and reflection on our potential near future engagement with machines.
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window.
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
It plays with your comfort levels. You think that this is fine, you're comfortable with it, until something blurs the line and throws you off, and now do I feel differently about whether this should be allowed? Should it be banned? Should it be encouraged?
You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines? They are not machines! They are alive! I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
There are lots of comparable comparisons to any type of persecution of religion, race, etc., dating way back. It can't just be a video game where you shoot them up or where people make these choices to do whatever. I think that's the whole point. You have the choice, and you can either choose to go in one direction with your character or another. And I think that's going to be very telling about the gamer. Very telling.
I think there's going to be a really strong reaction to this game, which has such a strong perspective. I'm that much more proud of it now to get to be a part of it, because it's important.
In this game, you're actively building and designing the character through not just what kind of shield does he have or what color hair does she have, but like their temperament and the way they deal with problems. The different endings to this game are so radically different based off maybe seemingly insignificant choices in the moment, but like life, they all add up. And can't play life again, though.
「人生は再プレイできないけど」ってすごいエモい言葉だな。まあ、時間もちょうどいいし、今日はこの辺で終わりにしよう。あと何個残っとるんやろ。8個か。じゃあ1日3つぐらい見て、1日3つが1日3つというか、まあ最後の方は一気に見ていくかもしれんけど、1日3つを目安に見ていこうかな。あとなんかついでに見るもんあったかな。ギャラリー、あ、そういうギャラリーか。じゃあええか。お疲れ様でした。